Don't cut it. I want to see it on the camera.
Look what I found.
Oh, wow. That is a pretty one.
That's a pretty one.
Where there's one, there's more.
Look at that. There's your white stalk. Isn't that pretty?
It is pretty.
I like it. There's another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Let me get it on camera.
Ooh, that one's big too.
Oh, yeah. They are unique, aren't they?
Oops, sorry, little guy.
Just a pretty mushroom.
Huh. First time ever finding these. I'm proud.
Dawn can find the Corfii. No. Can't find the Brunius. Apparently I'm walking past mushrooms. Dawn just pointed out one that I missed. Looks like I missed a Corfii down here. Now that's a pretty one. Dawn, zoom in on that. I didn't expect to find them here. We're in Cottonwood with bladdernut. We're in a small bladdernut stand in Cottonwood. Go figure. It's a good day though. One of the only buckeye trees I know of in Michigan, and in this place that Dawn and I are at, there are bunches of buckeyes. I'm just not used to seeing them in Michigan. Can't see it, but over on the hill I just spotted a Gyromitra. Wild leeks. Let's do a quick ID on Gyromitra brunia. It's a beautiful mushroom. It's one of the Gyromitras that I think is the easiest to identify, and it's because of the way the cap folds in on itself. It has elastic flesh like most of the other Gyromitras. A thick white stalk, usually just as short as the Corfii. We'll cut this one in half and show you what it looks like, but you can see how it folds in up on itself. Now these mushrooms were unfortunately put into the label of false morel. We don't use that word. It hinders learning. And there's your cross cut of the Brunia. See how the cap is folded in on itself? Very cool. So key identifying features are this color usually stays the same until it gets burnt, frostbit. It comes up earlier than morchellas typically. So does the corphii. It's got an elastic-like flesh like other Gyrometris. And its cap folds in on itself. Now this is a completely edible mushroom once it's fully cooked, but I encourage you to do your research and make sure that you do have exactly what you think you have, down to the species. You don't want to eat the Escalanta, the Gyrometra Escalanta, because it takes special preparation to cook. The little snail. We'll put him, free him. But these are a beautiful mushroom. They're fun to find. I think the Brunius are easier to find than corphii. For some reason I struggle to see these boogers, and they tend to hide under the leaves pretty well. Hopefully we can find another species of Gyrometra before the day's out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, look at the bottom of that.
And then there's one.
Very tiny one.
So hard to see.
They're out here.
Are you proud, Dawn?
I am.
I got one of my favorites. My favorite's actually Angusticeps, Morchella angusticeps. But this is Morchella prava, and this is in the Escalanta clade. Another Michigan mushroom, and this is what we call a honker of a gray, because grays typically don't get that large. I'm going to borrow the camera from Dawn real quick and just I think this is one of the most beautiful of all the Morchellas. Of course, I'm full of opinions. Note that the ridges are really light and the pitting of the honeycomb is quite darker. This is what causes local foragers to refer to as the gray morchella. These come up before yellows and then overlap into the yellows. And this one's been here a while. You can see either the frost bite or the slug burn. Not sure which it is. But with morchellas, typically when you cut them in half, the cap is attached to the stem 100%. Morchella prava, Escalante clade, one of the most beautiful morchellas in Michigan, I think. Let's see what else we can find.
So you don't need to do that close. Ooh.
You didn't know I was filming?
No.
There's the two you seen, and then there's another one beyond it.
Whoops.
Very cool. I even see another beyond them.
Oh, these are pretty right here.
Ah, I accidentally got your bum in there.
Nobody wants to see my bum.
There's another there, and I think I just seen another right here. Yep. I'll let you get that one.
Where?
Right there.
Oh.
And there's a tiny one. We'll leave him for spores. We found one I didn't see. Someone stepped on one. Mushroom hunters come in, and we found a couple of areas where the leaves, looks like a leaf blower went through. There's another one over there. I think we've kind of harvested enough, but there's one there. There's one there. There's probably a bunch more in here. It's a proud moment for Dawn this season because I almost stepped on this and she was following my footsteps. She got me. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, you did step on one.
Oh, she really busted me.
Poor guy.
That's all right. We'll still put that on a sandwich. Now we need to look close.
Oh my goodness. I found two and I just started.
So far, Dawn caught me almost stepping on a mushroom and stepping on a mushroom. So I'm going to have to kind of pick up my mushroom eyes and get them properly adjusted. That's for sure and for certain. I wanted to show you guys this particular species real quick. Growing next to this sweet cicely, which is one of my favorite plants. This is Morchella punctipes. This is in the Elata clade. There's a bit of controversy around this mushroom. Some people believe that it's not a true morel, but it certainly is. It's Morchella punctipes, or the half-free morel. It has some names that we won't say on YouTube. But when you cut this in half, like all morchellas, the stem is attached. You can see the stem is attached right here. and then half of it hangs free away from the stalk. Thus the name half-free morel. Further, the stalk is usually beaded up. Thus the name punctipiece. Now some people don't do too well with these. They don't digest them too well. I eat them, but I don't mix them with regular morchella. Usually when I eat these, and I do eat them and I do enjoy them, I cook them all by themselves. I'll cook them for a bit in a skillet, and then I'll add them to an omelet, or I'll add them to pizza, and they're absolutely delicious. It's a very neat mushroom. Typically it comes up before the yellows and then overlaps into the yellow season. Half free. Very neat mushroom. Let's go see what else we can find. I got a pro tip for you guys. Morels are difficult to find. Everybody has their own technique. Usually when I find one, I have everybody that's in the group with me come look at it before it's picked. Looking down, you don't really see them very well. So I always tend to look out several feet away from me. Let's see if I can get a downward perspective here. And as I'm going out, now we already walked a circle to try to find as many as we could. Dawn actually spotted the first one. She's proud. It's a nice one there. I don't see any more. Hope I didn't make you guys dizzy. A little bit dry. What's that shirt you're wearing?
This is called David's Closet.
Ah, funny. Funny. I'm gonna grab the basket. I'm scared I'm gonna step on some. That's the hardest one to see right there. No, there's one under that 8 mayapple. 2, 3. There's 3. Right there.
Right here?
Then one in front of it, and then one off to the side of it. And I think that's all of them.
Two.
2? I didn't see that one.
Here's another one. Here, drop them in the basket. Oh, look, there's a chigger. Can you see him? Ugh. Yeah, I'm not excited about chickens.
Well, it's a spider mite.
And here's another
What
one right here.
Another one?
Ta-da! Nice big one.
Hope I didn't make you guys dizzy with all that.
There we
Oh,
go.
that one's got frostbite. Nice. All right, we're gonna get these and keep looking. Dawn is becoming a pro fast. down this path several times, and I just now noticed this tree, and the bark resembles apple, but it's some kind of a hawthorn. It's not apple leaf, some kind of a hawthorn leaf. So I started looking around immediately for Gyrometris, and I found our 10th Brunius down here hiding under this Dutchman's breeches. See him down there hiding? Thought he could get away from me. But the eagle eye has struck again. Now that is a beautiful specimen. Gyrometris Brunius. Say thank you to just nature. Hi guys, Dawn and I tried to take you through a morels season in southern Michigan. We started out with some Gyrometris and found various mushrooms here and there, but it was a really tough year. It was a tough year because it was too cold, even though we had the moisture that we needed. And then when the temperatures got just right, it got too hot. And so we're in the last throes of the morels season here in southern Michigan. I'm not hearing that it's really going that well up north, so we might not go up north until bolete season. I wanted to say that even though it was a hard year, we do have footage for you, and we are going to show you some identification features. But if there's any mushrooms that you've seen in this video that you would like identification features on, go to our playlists and look for Mushroom Minute Identification, and the mushroom that you're looking for should be in there. This year we hope to do that quite often. Also, as Dawn and I tour this different areas, we're going to leave some of these mushroom walking sticks that I made about 15 years ago. We're going to leave them in the woods with a gift for you sign on them. If you find them, just drop a comment for us so we know someone found them and we know where they found them. I wanted to show you this one before we end the video. This is the hexagonal polypore. Now this is an edible mushroom that I can't say is worth your time eating because they're usually tough. But when you find them really fresh, and I've eaten them really fresh, they're not too bad. I'm not going to say that I harvest them every year. I will say that there are certain mushrooms like the dryad saddle that I'll harvest when I want to have scrambled eggs and cheese. And this one I have thrown in with scrambled eggs and cheese. You can see that it's a pored mushroom, no gills. The flesh will be white. Before this ages, it's got a very light bun color on it. It's actually a pretty mushroom. And most books will list this as odor non-distinct. And right now the odor's starting to leave. But during the morels season, this is blooming a lot on hardwoods, specifically oak and beech. There's some bigger specimens down here. This is about as big as I ever see them. Polypore mushroom with a bun colored top, white flesh, a mild odor, white to cream underneath, blooms in the spring, edible but usually tough. If you find them really fresh, I'll add them to scrambled eggs and cheese. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Hey, have a safe
safe and happy foraging, everyone.
We'll cut that, keep going, and we'll